I guess we're gonna do like a minimal knobbing of hop.
Not much knobbing
Here to
tonight.
start. Yeah.
We're just
I mean,
gonna.
we can hobnob.
We could, but I think it's time to just get right into it. Because I've been waiting for 3 days for your intro, and I'm done knobbing, and I'm ready to.
Oh, you are you?
I'm done knobbing. I'm ready to hob. Let's get going.
You know what kind of pressure that puts on me, Kyle? What episode is this?
144.
144?
144. Believe podcasts, and I say go ahead and go into the bet online. Go ahead and go into it.
You want me to roll right into it?
I want you to roll over it, through it, get it in there. You ready?
Get after it.
All right, here we go. And
let's not forget how the last episode ended. Let's keep that energy from the ending of the last episode. Let's roll that
to the moon. This. Absolutely ready and hit it.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever and wherever you are listening, welcome to episode 144 of the Dadbod Golf Pod, proudly a member of the Believe Podcast Network. Joining me tonight, this morning, whenever, wherever, for episode 144, Would You Rather Wednesday, we've got Kyle Rush, known as Daddy on this show, Ben Taylor, who has many names, some of which we can't list.
Can't say on there. Nope.
What's up, boys?
Hey, man.
We're going to lock in and roll right into this Betonline.ag thing, okay? March Madness is here, okay? We are in March, which means March Madness is here, okay? Don't miss out on the opportunities to absolutely get it going.
Bankroll.
A perfect bracket on BetOnline.ag. You probably aren't showing up to work after the tournament. Okay. All right. BetOnline.ag, where the game starts, where the casino starts, where slapping the minus 110 or plus 340 button starts.
Let's do
Boys, the microphones are hot.
Yeah.
I'm feeling weird.
It can only go down from here. That was peak electricity is what that was. Peak electricity. You rolled right from the last show. We were at the highest of highs, and I feel like we're still going here. We're still going.
We are.
It could be the adoptogens. I don't know.
We are but chugging energy.
Yeah. I tell you what, the athletic greens are flowing through our veins.
Yes, and we'll get to that later on.
Yeah. Anyway.
But tonight,
the
best night, best day, best morning, whatever of the week. Would you rather Wednesday? 3 banger scenarios.
Yep.
And we're ready to hit it and go. Nate, it's all you from here on out. Hit it, man.
Let's get into it, boys. This first scenario is a research-based scenario. And it kind of I was inspired to me as we talked about how the Honda Classic, there weren't a lot of guys the bigger names that play in it. And it was revealed to us that it has a lesser number of FedEx Cup points. And it opened up to me in my, kind of my special time that I set aside right before each episode to come up with these, is that let's talk about the tournaments that don't get the attention. Okay. We did our little, what major do you want to win? What tournament do you want to win? Oh, Waste Management. Oh, Century Tournament Champions. Oh, I like to cheat. But let's go to the opposite end of the spectrum. There are 4 tournaments on the schedule that all have the same purse. It's the smallest purse that you can have. Okay. It's 3.7 million is the purse. And the winner of all of these tournaments gets $666,000. That's the winner's share. It is by far the smallest purse. It's basically half. The next purse size up is almost twice this. And I'm just going to go through these real quick. It's just 4 tournaments. March 3rd through 6th, Puerto Rico Open. March 24th through the 27th, Corrales Punta Cana Championship. July 7th through 10th is the Barbastall, used to be here in our hometown. And July 14th through 17th is the Barracuda Championship. So I told the boys, I said, you got these 4 tournaments, okay? Your career is not going to be big, okay? Probably not even Smiley Kaufman level. Pick one of these tournaments. It's your only claim to fame. You win it. That's it. You win it once. And that's all there is to it. So, boys, I know you've had time. Think about it. Talk about it. Kyle Rush, lead us off.
Yeah, so this was a little tough, but I actually kind of picked the one out that I wanted pretty quick. Number one, it sucks that the winnings are 666. That's scary right there off the bat. That can't leave. That can't put
after taxes. It won't be. You'll be
That's
fine.
a good point. Good point.
Yeah,
Pre-tax, that's scary. Pre-tax is scary. Post-tax, you're good again.
Yeah.
So Barbasol, we never know where that tournament's going to be played every 3 or 4 years. It's probably going to keep rotating. If it was still at RTJ in Opelika, I would be fired up. I'll probably say that one just because like all my friends could be there. But I think I'm going to go with the Barracuda Championship at Lake Tahoe. High elevation, hitting high nasty bombs way, way far. And if I'm not mistaken, that is the modified points tournament.
It is
where you play points and it's just a birdie bonanza. I think that's the one I'm going to go to. It's not the one. That's not the one with the celebrities that play. It's not the same course that the celebrities play and they have the water and they shoot free throws out. It's not that one, but still, I don't think the Barbasol is typically always right around the time that they have the Open.
British Open.
It's usually the Open is it's typically the exact same weekend. So you don't want to be in that field because you want to be playing in the Open. So I'm going to go the Barracuda Championship. Lake Tahoe seems fun, especially in July. So let's go Lake Tahoe. Hit bombs, high nasty bombs.
Lock and load. Okay, great answer by our very own Kyle Rush. Up next, crowd favorite, according to Colonel Steve, Ben Taylor.
Well, Kyle took mine because I was going to go with the Barracuda Champ because of it being a modified staple scoring system. Because I thought that would have been pretty cool. But then I got to thinking about it and I thought, no, I'm going to stick with the Barbasol, even though I'm a little pissed at them because they pull out of Opelika early.
Yeah.
It was a 4-year contract. They only here 3
years.
Usually
that's a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. Usually it's a good thing to pull out early, but not this time around. So Nate is not paying attention. There's no chance he just heard what we said.
Something about pulling out.
Okay, moving on.
And so I'm taking the Barbasol, and the reason being is for what you just said, Kyle. I know that you said, yes, that year I suffer. I'm not in the British Open Championship field. However, if I win it, that qualifies me. Barbasol will never have a repeat winner play the next year. They qualify for the British Open when they win it. So since Nate said that you're going to be winning your 666, then I'm going to take my win at the Barbasol and see you boys across the pond the following year.
Yeah, that is a good call. You get an auto bid the next year, no matter how crappy you play.
Yeah, no matter how bad you play, you
pick the worst of these 4 tournaments, but somehow it ends up being better for him.
It's a good one. That was a good one. That's a good call, Ben. I wonder what you get.
Oh, excuse me. No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying. I mean, when you win a tournament, period, you get the following year majors, don't you? Typically,
I don't know if you get all.
I think with all of them. I don't know that the winner of the Puerto Rico Open is going to be getting any kind of
major. Maybe not. You do get that sweet Hawaiian trip though with the Dolphin Trophy.
Yeah, and then you get to play. Yeah, so I'm at that. Yeah, there you go. But it's got to get you close to the top 50, depending on where you're starting from. A win's got to get you. You got to scare the
jump
top
you
50.
up there.
Yeah. All right. I am going to go with and I don't think that the Corrales Punta Cana Championship is opposite anything, is it? I don't think it is. I think the Puerto Rico Open is opposite the match play.
Puerto Rico is before.
Yeah, Puerto Rico is.
It's next
this coming week.
Yeah, it's next week, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Well, then I'm going with there's only one that's not opposite any other event, whether it be WGC or a major. I guess Barracuda is too. Whatever, dude. I'm going Corrales Punta Cana Championship just because I think it'd be fun to win down there, wherever the Corrales Punta Cana Championship is.
Then Punta Cana.
Punta Cana sounds like a good place. Maybe you just stay down there. Maybe
you
never leave.
So Punta Cana is the same week as the match play, and Puerto Rico Open is the same week as the Arnie Palmy. So
How does
Bay
that
Hill.
work?
So you either don't play at Bay Hill and you play at Puerto Rico, or you don't play in the match play and you play at Punta Cana.
I thought they only
Punta Cana.
had tour event. They're opposite, like when they're like the British Open's obviously not a PGA Tour event, so they still have a PGA Tour event.
Well,
I'm not
match
quite
play is
sure
a
how that-
World Golf Championship event.
Right. So I don't know how the Arnold Palmer has two PGA Tour events in the same week. I mean, I know it's because it's an invitational or something. Whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah, it is an invite. So
the Barbasol is the same weekend as the Scottish Open, which is not a huge deal this year.
Used to be the British Open.
It did. The Barracuda is the same week as the Open Championship this year. So I guess that switched around.
I'm going with the Punta Cana, and I think I'm just going to stay down there. I think I'm just going to retire there because maybe 666,000 down there, maybe last you a little longer than we'll here in the States. You know,
Tell you what, if it was in
inflation.
Panama,
1 billion pesos.
in Panama, you could live for quite a while, from what I understand.
Lifetimes.
The commercials
Upon
that I've heard.
lifetimes. Yeah. So give me the Punta Cana, man.
It's a pretty fun place. I think I've been there. Is that a cruise?
That's a big flex that he decided he's been all over the world. He didn't remember if he's been there or not.
No,
I've been there.
It's on the Riviera, isn't it? In Mexico, cruises. Like Cozumel and all that. Isn't that kind of where it is?
I don't know. I've been to Cozumel. I've been on. You've been on the cruises?
Never been on a
man.
cruise.
Of course.
You been on a cruise?
You haven't been on.
Never been. I'm a big beach guy, but
not a big boat.
Never been on a cruise.
Then go to the beach. Don't do a cruise. Just go to the beach.
Kind of what I've heard.
Yeah.
I do like drinks with umbrellas in them, though. But you can get those on the beach.
No, I've never been to Punta Cana.
Are you a cruise guy, Kyle? Do you like them?
The rooms are kind of small.
They're okay. They're not my favorite, but they're okay.
Not a fan. Not a fan.
After a while, you're ready to get home.
Yeah.
It's better to
just a lot of people that you have no choice of whether or not you're just going to be there with them.
Yeah, and they kind of it's hard to come out ahead. I feel like you got to pay for everything. They even do those drink packages, but they're not even the best, and they're really expensive. But it's they're okay though. They're okay.
I mean, vacations are meant to screw you. I will say that.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
You don't really, it's not really like an investment where you try and, come out ahead.
I mean,
you're going to spend money.
Like they know why you're there. They're like, let's jack the price that he's going to pay it. I mean, he's on vacation. He's going to pay it.
Yeah. By the way, Punta Cana is nowhere near Cancun. I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
I think just because there was a C in it that you somehow, but.
Cancun, I don't know.
But
Playa
just so
Carmen.
Nobody.
Where is it? Are you
looking
it up right now?
Was trusting you on that because
it's so Cancun's in Mexico, and then Punta Cana is in the Dominican Republic, like on the other side of Haiti.
I got you. Yep.
Which that's scary right now.
Yep.
Haiti's not fun to go to right now. So I think I'll stay away from that one. I think I just go to Lake Tahoe.
It's a resort.
I think I'm just going to go to Lake Tahoe.
It's just a resort, man. We're not going to be slinging rock in the streets, bro.
I don't know.
I'm not.
Lake Tahoe seems pretty sad.
I'm not going to take up with the resistance in Haiti.
Yeah.
Take up with the resistance.
Nate's got two objectives: win the tournament
and stay there,
and cop a AK-47 and hit the streets.
You said stay there afterwards.
Yeah.
At
the resort.
I'm at the resort. I'm going to move in. At the resort. I'm just going to rent the room. Say, I'd like to rent this room.
I knew exactly what he was saying when he said that. As soon as he said move in, I thought, yep, president of the resort. Everybody's going to know who Nate is at the resort.
So, Mr. Pass, would you like early checkout or late checkout? How about like super late, like never?
Maybe could I do like the 2042 checkout?
Give me a checkout decade from now. How about that?
Could I have my room updated? I've been living here for 10 years.
I need some new cabinets.
Could I please have a new starfish on the wall? It's just good looking, same starfish.
Let's move away quick.
Please stop doing the cheeseburger and fries every Tuesday. Especially it's getting super old.
Let's mix it up. This tapas bar, I've had the steak tips 1,000 times. All right. You know what? Hey, if
Can
you won
we
that,
only
let me tell you
get shots
something.
of tequila? Is
Could
that
we
all
just go to
can
Haiti
get?
for one
Listen,
day,
let me
please?
tell
I just
you,
want to
let
see
me
what
tell
it's
you
like.
something. If you won that tournament in Punta Cana with that much money, you'd have so much peace of mind. And what's better than peace of mind other than Haiti being right there? Absolutely nothing. And even when you're online, that's even better. And that's what NordVPN's here for, to give you peace of mind while you're online. And with all the threats that you face today on the internet, it's more important than ever to be sure that you have the best VPN you can get. NordVPN is the world's best VPN service, offering the fastest connectivity, most servers, and next gen gang encryption to make sure that you do your everything you do online stay secure. So grab your exclusive NordVPN deal by going to nordvpn.com/believe or use the code believe. That's BLEAV to get up to 70% off your NordVPN plan plus one additional month for free. It's also risk-free with Nord's 30-day money back guarantee. NordVPN, where the peace of mind starts. Scenario numero dos.
All right, these are the unscripted scenarios now.
Totally unscripted. I'm actually thinking of it right now. Okay, got it. No, I'm just kidding. This is kind of a playoff of the last one. All right.
Prison.
No.
Oh.
Take what we just talked about with the bottom tier tournament. Okay. And let's just say that you're in this scenario, you're a PGA Tour rookie, and I'm not putting any restrictions on what the rest of your career could be. Okay. You're a PGA Tour rookie.
Okay.
Either one of these things will happen. Not both, but either one of these things will happen in your rookie season. You can either win one of those 4 tournaments, and you pick whichever one it is, or you can get second place at the Players.
Oh, all right. What was the first part of that again?
You win one of the 4 bottom feeder tournaments, or you get second place at the Players, which I would imagine is close to double the money, roughly double the money, and possibly more FedEx Cup points.
But there's no restrictions though, like where you could go from there.
Yeah, but you don't get to play really well. You don't get to get like third place at the Players and win one of those tournaments. I mean, that will by far and away be your best finish all year.
Oh wow.
That'll be the most notable thing you do. And then whatever you do from the rest of your career is up to you.
I guess my question would be, with the Players having the notoriety it does, do like top 10 finishers qualify for anything?
I don't know. Did you just get more world ranking points?
I would just say the money list and the FedEx Cup points. But yeah. I mean, I don't want to get too specific, but you don't scare like a top 5 outside of one of these options. It's basically what you hang your hat on for the entire season.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Both of them are you want to know what FedEx Cup point, FedEx.
I'm going to stay with my original pick just because you still qualify for the British the next year. So I'm going to stay with my Barbasol.
Sure about that? Yeah.
Because I get the win. I get the win, so I got to win. I got a PGA Tour win under my belt, and I'm guaranteed at least one tournament the next year. Even though it's the Open Championship, but I guarantee, or probably
and
2
champions.
Oh, and tournament champions, and the third one where I probably get to come back and try to defend my title at the Barbasol.
I think you get to play pretty much all the WGC events.
I can't defend my Barbasol title because I don't get to come back and play the next time. So, I think I'm going to stay with my original pick so I can take the win. I can qualify for the British and go over there and take my chances there too.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
It does.
I'm going to go with the Players. Let me tell you why. You know what the payout is for second?
I think it's like 1.2.
Oh, it's probably 1.5 or something.
It's $1.635 million.
3 times as much.
And there's also, this gives you, this is one of those events where you get more FedEx Cup points than usual. And also you get more world golf ranking points than usual. So usually the minimum on a PGA Tour event, if you win it, is 24 world golf ranking points. So you could say you could get 24. I assume if you come in second at the players, you're going to get more world golf ranking points than you would as winning the tournament. No, you don't get the win, but you do get the money, and we're not guaranteed anything. Like we didn't say we couldn't have anything, but that could just help get you further closer to the playoffs towards the end. The notoriety of being there second for the players, that's what I would take.
Okay. I personally am going to stick with the win because of the 2-year exemption.
Yeah.
Because that is guaranteed starts for the next 2 years.
Yep.
There's nothing guaranteed after second place. After that year is over, I mean, yes, you probably do get further ahead in the FedEx Cup points, maybe a chance at a deeper run in the playoffs. But then the next year, your status is not dependent on your second place finish at the players. So
you're
I'm
going to blow through that 1.6. But
yeah, taking 2 guaranteed years
yeah,
to get, another win or some top fives. Or you can make a great living on tour by winning once and never winning again.
Yep.
And, making a great living. That's what Smiley was doing, not making a great living, but, he had the 2 years, and that's why he just embarrassed himself for so long, because he had that win. So he had 2 years to just absolutely make a fool of himself.
Lucas Glover.
Anyway, that's what I would do.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm with you. It makes sense, but like exemptions, you kind of get it. You kind of get it anyway, just from the boost of the players, because like you get double the FedEx Cup points, you get double the world ranking points, you get all that helps you.
But I'm like, Nate, that just helps you the rest of the season.
Yeah, but
and
that's
if in 2022 you get second place to the players, and in 2023 you got enough of the notoriety, and you have a bad season, that you probably only got one season's worth of notoriety and boost to really take advantage of.
Mm-hmm.
But at least in my opinion, all I'm saying is, I've got 2 years. I've got a full season. If I blow it, get hurt, whatever it may be, then you got a whole nother season after that to get it off the ground. Wow, we got guys going down everywhere. The athletic greens are hitting the boys, and they are rolling.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I'm still taking the players.
I'm not. I mean, I made the scenario to where both of them made sense.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Okay, this next one is a little bit more fun. I know neither one of those were real sexy. Okay, this is going to be electric. All right?
Okay, let's hit it.
This is a conglomeration. Would you rather between me and Andy? I kind of had the beginnings of it. Called him up, talked about it for a few minutes. Andy from Palm Springs and his wife, who happened to be on speakerphone. My wife was also on speakerphone. So the 4 of us really came up with this together. On the line with this decision is an Augusta National membership. Okay.
Holy cow.
And there are 2 things that you can try and do to secure this membership. Now, once you pick that thing, if you fail, that's it. You got one shot at this. Okay.
Okay.
There's 2 options. You can go tee it up at Augusta on a normal day tomorrow from the members' tees, not from the tips.
Okay.
The members' tees. Got to break 90. Break 90, you're in. 18 holes, break 90 from the members' tees. You can play by yourself. You can have people play with you. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. Or you can not pick up a club, not have to worry about shanks or anything else. You've got to break in, find yourself onto the Masters grounds, stay there for 12 hours overnight, get back out without being caught. And you become a member.
Holy cow.
Either break 90. We kind of did like a dusk till dawn. So let's call it, when it gets dark around 5:30, you got to basically go in there, 7 to 7, more or less. So you darkness the whole time, but you've got to be inside the grounds, like somewhere on the course.
And you can't get caught.
Hours. If you get caught, not only are the repercussions horrible, but you're definitely never going to be a member.
Yeah. Going to prison.
And it's
somebody has to play with you, I guess. Somebody's got to spot you or whatever.
It's that bad prison, dude, not that good prison.
Yeah, Augusta don't send people to country club prisons. They're a country club, but they don't send.
No, they send you to Riker Island.
Yes,
in New
an
York.
Abandoned prison.
Yeah, yeah, some haunted prison.
So we're gonna start off with Benjamin.
Yeah, Ben, let's go.
And I don't know, because we did this. I mean, it's not Augusta, but Nate, in the pre-show, we talked a little bit. You'd mentioned Shoal. And so one of the times we played at Shoal, that was the thing we did, is we played the member tees just to see where we would stand. And we weren't playing it down and rolling everything out, which I'm assuming you have to do at Augusta in order to
tournament
break the
conditions.
90. Yeah, tournament conditions. So, and I think that was still like a low 80s round for me. And that was, I mean, you got to think 5 or 6 shots probably from somebody saying, "Hey, pick that up, bub," or something. So,
right.
Yeah.
Also, not a whole lot on the line that day.
No, that's zero pressure that day. So that was a day just enjoying golf with no pressure whatsoever, and still barely broke 90 from the members tees. So I guess I got to go with trying to break in, because I know the last practice round I went to where we parked was kind of on the backside. I feel like I could sneak in back there and be able to get in unnoticed and be able to kind of hang out in the woods somewhere all night. I should be good.
That's what you're going to have to do. But I mean, you've got to be on the grounds. You can't just be like close or something.
No. I mean, it's, on that back, it's all fenced in. You're on the grounds. I mean, it's not like I got to sleep on the green, right? Like I can be in the woods hiding out so I don't get caught.
You can hang. You can snuggle in some azaleas if you need to.
Okay, I was just making sure. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't have to you got to sleep on like number 12 tee box all night long, so that way anybody finds you.
No, that would just be you going straight to prison, and we've got plenty of those scenarios already.
So yeah, I got to go with because that backside where we ended up, there was not a lot of security back there. I really feel like you could sneak in back there.
You could get in from the lower end pretty easily, I think.
Yeah. So I gotta go with breaking into Augusta and hanging out by myself. And do you just document it? Do you have like a set date you have to do it? I don't want you guys to narc me out. I don't want that leaking out. I want it to be something where I do it. Nobody knows.
Yeah, we'd have a tracker on you. And
okay.
Basically we just had to be able to see that throughout the entire 12 hours that you were inside the grounds, and then then you just get a membership. They're like, "Hey, good job, man. Our security folks all just got fired, and you got a membership."
Exactly.
They all got fired.
And then I could pay for it by becoming part of the security team, being like, "This is how I did it."
That's amazing.
I could be a consultant for them.
Like Catch Me If You Can, but
yeah,
for Augusta,
like the blacklist.
The blacklist is even better.
Yeah, that's it.
That's good. That's good. So, have y'all ever looked at what the member tee yardage is?
I haven't. I didn't do that for research. I think
I will say it. Shoal. It's back there.
It's not back there at Augusta.
6,000.
63.65.
That's not much shorter than our orange tees and what would be considered the
basically orange
white tees, white to orange tees, a lot of places. Yeah.
Think about this though. Like number two from the tips is 575 yards. It's 515 yards from the member tees. 15. Everybody knows 15. 530 yards from the tips. It's 475. You could easily get there in 2. It's a tough. I mean, it's still over water, but you could easily get there in 2.
470. Make a double bogey if you screw it up.
Yeah.
But
when 15 comes, that's your membership is getting down the line.
This is to me, Augusta National membership is on the line. That's going through your head.
This to me is the biggest thing. Okay. Because this would keep me from doing it is 4, 5, and 6. Okay. 4, 5, and 6, you could make just gigantic numbers on. 4 goes from 240 yards to 170 yards. 5 goes from 455 uphill all the way to just 400 yards. And then 6 isn't that big of a deal. It's 180 to 165. Number 7's a tough shoot. It's a tight little shot. It goes from 455 to 330. That's almost 100 yards. That's 120 yards difference.
Wow.
I'm going for the course. Not only just because you get to play the course, but from the members tees, I mean, a 90, you could bunt it around and play safe from 6,300 yards. And there's not a lot of trouble out there. There's just not a lot of trouble.
You're putting everything out. You're playing everything down, and you are totally discounting the pressure. You're totally discounting it will be the most. It would there. You'll
This
never play
is-
more pressure pack.
this
You're
is
totally
rounds in your life.
discounting prison.
I mean, yeah, it's a viable option.
I mean,
But
I'm
we
just saying.
do that a lot on the show. We discount prison. We make
That's
a
right.
mockery.
Yeah,
of
we
the
do
American
make
life.
a
that's the
total
thing.
mockery.
We've been to prison enough times now. We're just over it. Nate and I
Yeah.
are.
What did you
13's
call it? The Stony Lonesome.
the Stony
Yeah,
Lonesome.
Stony Lonesome.
Stony Lonesome.
13's 455 yards, 455 yard par five. And I bet you the tee box is way up where you don't have to sling hook it as hard. Probably got a much better angle. Man, give me the members tees at 6,300 yards, and I'll break 90. I'll break 90, 100% right now. If you want to chat, if anybody out there wants to challenge me, just take me to Augusta.
Take you to Augusta.
I was gonna say I would.
I'll
I will
put
say
a
this
grand
is-
on
this
it.
is
I'll
a-
put
this is a
$1,000 on it.
This is a team effort. If you take Kyle to Augusta, we have to witness it. Nate and I do. We have to
I'll
be
put
there.
$1,000 on it. There's no
This is-
doubt I
this
could
is-
break 90 from 6,300 yards.
This is what you do in all these scenarios where we have certain clubs or holes or
Yeah.
whatever, is that you just don't allow any variables in.
Nope.
And golf has so many variables.
Sure it does. Sure
You
it
don't
does.
allow for a day where you're struggling with your ball flight. I mean, wasn't there like a couple weeks ago that you like shot like 85?
Yeah, but
I'm just saying that day could happen at Augusta.
not.
You are trusting something that is
But
untrustable.
but here's the difference.
There's no double bogey rule here.
Most people, number one, there's no out of bounds either. That's where I get that's where I make my doubles is out of bounds. There's like no out of bounds at Augusta.
Yeah, still find it when you blast it.
Yeah,
80
you got
yards
it.
right
Yeah, where
there.
you've hit it 300
There
yards.
may not be
offline.
out of
You gotta
bounds, but there's
find
lost balls out there.
There's gas stations.
I don't
over there,
think there's
Kyle,
lost balls out there. Where can you lose a ball? Where do you lose a ball?
over that fence
the
that I got to
water.
jump over to stay in there.
That's not even in play because you're a mile.
I'm sorry, I haven't been out there a bunch, Kyle, to know where you can lose the ball.
I just don't think you can lose a lot of balls, which is where I lose a lot of strokes. I know the greens are tough. I get it.
Yeah, but you're a good putter.
I am a good putter. I've become a very good putter. I don't have a short game at all, but I think out there I could probably putt from off the green and get it up there. And if I have to, but 6,300 yards, guys,
I'm an excellent driver.
it's easy. It's not easy, but I mean, I think you could overpower. You could.
As
you could
bogey
get there.
golf, you make a couple of doubles, you got to make some pars. And I mean,
What do
I'm
you
not
think?
saying
just
that you're not
gonna make a par?
capable of making. I just think that out there, the margin of error is what did you shoot at Kiowa? I'm just curious. What did you shoot at Kiowa?
Kiowa from the tips from 7,600 yards, 17-mile-an-hour wind. I shot 95.
Okay, so 95 from much
And I
further
played-
back in
we
tough
played it.
conditions with absolutely nothing on the line.
With no pressure. This is
Yeah, you're
That's
gonna
the
play.
variable
a
that I don't know.
membership. That's
that
the
if-
membership to Augusta on the line.
If you come in and you need to par 2 of the last 3 holes, holy shit.
yeah,
But you par
I mean,
two of the last 3. Let's talk about this though. You par 2 of the last 3 holes. Okay, you got 370 and 385, or 2 of the last 3 holes, 145 yards into a par 3. I mean, I'm gonna hit that.
Xander
green.
Schauffele played it from 145 this past year.
No, he played it from 100 and he played it from 170, and he hit the
hit the
worst
same
golf
club as you'll
shot.
hit from 145.
He hit the worst golf shot I've ever seen.
Is there
370.
not a chance that you hit a couple of the worst golf shots?
Yes, there is. There is. But when I
Call
hit
Augusta
bad
tomorrow.
golf
Let's
shots,
get you on here. Let's figure this out.
when I hit bad golf shots at the course that I play, especially off the tee, it's a 2-stroke penalty because it's out of bounds, because there's no room to miss. They spray that shit all over the place at Augusta, and you can kick it back into the fairway and play it out and make a bogey. I mean, you just have, it's not like you there's a lot of drops, there's a lot of retees, because it's a big square. It's a big square with nothing in the middle. There's like one creek and one pond, and that's it. There's no hazards. I could I could slap it around and place conservative and easily
Kyle,
break 90. Easily.
I appreciate your exuberance.
I'm just, y'all are crazy. I mean,
There's no double there. Nate said, "What if you make a couple of doubles? What if you make a couple of 8s?"
I
What
won't.
if you make an 8?
How?
On a
That's
par
Those
three.
guys do it. The
Yeah,
best
they
in the
do
world
it.
do it. I know
Best
they're
in
playing
the world
from
do
further
it.
back
from
you,
the
but-
back, from way back. If you
Yeah,
put them
but-
on the members tees,
Yeah, but
they'd shoot a million
but that's
under.
the difference between them and you is they're playing the tips, you're playing. We're not putting them in the members tees. We're putting you at the members
It's
tees.
still it's still
Yeah.
relevant. Like you're hitting the same, like they're hitting the same irons for, like Nate just said.
If you're going
he's
into
hitting the same
15.
iron at 175 that you're hitting at 145.
I don't think so. I think we're probably pretty close.
So you're saying that on 15, you said you could reach it in 2. You could just as easily hit it in the water.
Yeah, I could.
I mean, I could
also just easily bunt it to 100 yards and hit a wedge up there too. Like if I'm not feeling it, I mean, it's going to be 475. It's going to
10,
be
11,
5 or 7 iron in.
12. Aim with the tongue and hit it hard. What if you chunk it?
I may scull it. I'm not going to chunk it. I may scull it over there, up back there in the junk, and then I'll just putter down and 2-putt. I'm not going to try to be making. I'm not trying to make pars and birdies. I'm trying to not make double bogeys from 6,300 yards.
Playing
Come on,
defensive
guys.
golf.
Ben
Defensive
could
golf.
Ben, you could do this easily.
No, I knew Ben wouldn't choose it.
Ben could do this easily.
Ben
'Cause
goes
he's never
going
gonna
to
miss the
have a
fairway.
bad day and he'll shoot 86. This is freaking Augusta National.
But he's never going to miss the fairway. He shot 76 the last time we played out there.
He missed some fairways when I play with him, and my dad
I'm just
said he
saying,
said damn a lot.
it's wide open. There's
Straighten that
no,
out a little bit, Nate. Sorry.
I don't know. I just don't think
Got
it's,
rode
I
loose
don't
with
think
the
that's,
damn there.
I just don't think 6,300 yards is at Augusta. I don't care where it is. I don't think 6,300 yards is that tough.
I think you are trying to use a metric that is not
It is
it's
reality.
Not, 63 is not the same everywhere. 63
I'm like Nate. I think you could do it, Kyle? Yes, I totally think. I think I could do it too. I agree with you. I think I could do it too. I'm factoring in what Nate said. I am factoring in that I'm standing on a tee box and it hits me about 16 times during that round. Oh shit. Me getting into Augusta National depends on this shot.
Like, I'm thinking of what if you have just a kind of a weird start. I just don't think you have to play that bad out there to be 5 over through 3 holes. Like I just don't, the margin of error. And then all of a sudden
I do agree with that.
Whoa.
I do agree with that. You start out with a couple of doubles and you're like, okay, then it starts creeping. Then the pressure builds. Then it's worse.
There's another thing. I'm embarrassed that I'm not choosing it. I'm going to go in the woods with Ben. So I'm kind of trying to
listen. Can we get even like a better deal? Can we get like free passes for life to go to the tournament and hang out with the players if Nate and I do it together? If we do it together, like if we're able to
get caught.
Yeah, I think we could do.
I mean, if you become a member, you're going to go to the tournament.
I mean,
but I'm talking like we won't player passes, Nate.
The par 5. Let's just talk about the par 5s. Let's just real quick. Let's talk about the par 5s. Okay. Number 2, there is literally no trouble at all on number 2. Okay. No trouble whatsoever. And it's 515 yards and it's downhill. If us 3 played that hole, there wouldn't be a bogey and there's probably going to be at least one birdie. And from 515, that tee box downhill in our class, in this group right here, nobody would bogey it. It would be at least 2 pars, probably at least 1 birdie. I mean, it basically is a 450-yard hole downhill. That's the way it will play. Okay. Then you go to number 8. It goes from 570 to 480. No trouble anywhere. There's no trouble anywhere. There's no bunkers on that hole. That's the only hole, I believe, on the whole course that doesn't have bunkers. That is a automatic par. There's the green's not even that severe. That's automatic pars, maybe even a birdie there. Then you go to 13. 13 is 450 yards, 455 yards. Like you could hit 5 iron, wedge. Like I just don't think anybody would bogey that hole. And then 15 will be the toughest one because that second shot is daunting. Like that right there, that could be 3 pars, possibly a birdie there. I mean, and you're 4 or 5 shots in the green just on the par 5s. You see what I'm saying? Like it's not that. I just don't think it'd be that hard. I just don't. The par 3s, 4 would be that's a tough one. 6 is a tough one. Could you get like on the wrong side and slap it around all over the place? Sure, but I don't know, man. I'm taking my chances, and if I don't make it, I just got to play. So if I don't make it, I got to play Augusta. Whatever.
You know what sucks is that
Y'all are
this
gonna
is
get
one of
arrested.
the most heated debates that we've ever had, and I think this is a great debate, and it's not gonna happen.
Y'all are going to get arrested because y'all act like they just leave the damn gate open and you can just walk in because it's night.
Do I even get
because
to
it's
give my
dark.
answer? Do I even get to give my full answer?
Go, Nate. Give it.
Research. We're gonna
Let
look
me
up
down.
plans, and we'll be wearing our green jackets and following you around while you try and break 90 to get a green jacket to go along with us. And I mean, I hope you do. I want to be members at Augusta with you guys, and then we can come back here in the summertime and play AU Club because they're closed all summer. You know, I would love to just be ripping pimento cheese sandwiches and cigarettes out on the porch with you guys at Augusta National.
Underneath them umbrellas.
But it's bothering me how much you are reducing Augusta National to your local freaking muni and just going based off the yardage. This is not a stat Bryson DeChambeau bullshit. This is Augusta.
That they dominate
Have
every
some
year.
honor. Have some
dominate
fear.
The winner's like 20 under. Like they dominate that course every year. I'm sorry. It's not that hard. Like, I mean, it's not that hard for them. I mean, and you're playing it from 1,500 yards.
Why don't you go look at what the last place guy shoots at Augusta?
From
Who's good enough to get in the tournament?
From the tips.
Good enough to get in the tournament.
Who would shoot?
I know, but you're not them. That's.
But I just got to break 90. I just got to break 90. That's it. Like they're going to shoot 6 to 8 under from. They'll shoot 8 under from easy sleepwalk to it from 6,300 yards. That's so you don't think I could get within. What is that? 26 shots of that from the same tees. Come on. It's not that hard. It's not.
I disagree.
I don't care if you do. You're just disagreeing to disagree. I mean, I don't think y'all looked at the card. I don't think y'all looked at the card.
I didn't look at the card, but I don't think that.
No, but I'm like Nate. I don't think you just throw out the number 6,300 yards and think that you're just going to walk through it and shoot less than 90.
I mean, you played some of those short courses that are all tricked up and, you know, trying to protect themselves, being 6,000 yards, 6,100 yards.
Lightning fast greens.
Look, I'm not saying that you're not
greens.
capable. I'm just saying that it's not as easy as you think it is because you're taking out the human factor. You're just looking at it purely from a number standpoint.
The
You're
pressure factor. Taking out the pressure factor. Yeah.
The human experience.
I thrive under pressure.
That's all she wrote.
Yeah. No, and let me tell you something that would help you thrive under pressure. That's athletic greens. I just made that up.
Yeah.
They got tons of there's people that just pound multivitamins all the time. Like you got thousands of multivitamins. Just ripping them. But you know what? It's important to choose one that's top quality.
But
that delicious scoop of athletic greens, you're going to absorb 75 high quality vitamins, minerals, superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens. Damn, we've been saying it wrong. Adaptogens to start your day.
No, we haven't said it. It's adaptogens.
Adaptogens.
How the special blend. America.
Their special blend of ingredients supports gut health, your nervous system, your immune system, energy, recovery, focus, and aging. Reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition. It's just one scoop and a cup of water every day. That's it. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/believe. That's BLEAV. Again, that's athleticgreens.com/believe. Athletic Greens, take ownership of your gut health.
Yes.
All right, so we went. Nate thinks he's gonna Mission Impossible into the course just scot-free and not go to prison. Ben thinks that they don't watch the gates at night and he's just gonna walk in and
I'm not walking through a gate. I'm not going right through the gate.
We're gonna dig under. We're gonna dig a tunnel and like the stuff that they just have never seen before. Because y'all are just hardened criminals. You're gonna be able to just jump in there, camp out on the green down there in Amen Corner, and just get in, get out, and get a membership. Love it. And then I'm gonna just go actually play the course and from 6,300 yards, probably break 90. But even if I don't, I still got to play the course, and y'all are gonna be in jail. So
what if you Go on a day where they have to move the tee boxes around a little bit.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean? That's not the Masters. That's not the members tees though.
Do you think that every time you go somewhere, the course plays the exact same as it is on the scorecard?
I am going off of the scorecard. So based off this scorecard,
You're taking out all of the variables.
nobody plays the course that often, so there's no reason to move the tees around. There's like 3 divots on the tee box, so that's what I'm going with. I'm going with the members tees, and I'm going to shoot 85 from 63, 65, and then just put on a green jacket and go waltz right back to the members, the championship tees, and shoot 1,000,000.
Have you guys had athletic greens, seeing as how you're members of Augusta National?
Oh my.
Have you guys ever heard of an adaptogen? Let me tell you what it'll take you to the moon.
Adaptogen will take you right to the moon.
Nate, what if Kyle's on pace to shoot 88 going into 16?
I am cannonballing naked into 16. Actually, I'm just kidding. I want Kyle. I want him to do it. I just want him to acknowledge for one damn second that there is more to this than how long the freaking par fives are.
I think it would be
All
easier.
I
how
want for you
wide
is I want you to
open it
acknowledge
is.
for one second that there is a human factor here, that you are just completely. This is not a vacuum.
I want y'all to acknowledge that Augusta National is like Fort Knox. Like it's not easy to break in, even at night, and stay there 12 hours without getting caught and go to prison. Like, acknowledge that. I'm just going to go play around of golf from 6,300 yards and probably break 90 and have a membership. Y'all have to like MacGyver this shit into this place that like they kill people for a living and you disappear off the planet if you get in there. Yeah, Google it. It's in there. They bury you in the as fertilizer where they in the azaleas. Like y'all act like they're like they have
name a better
camp
place to
outside.
be buried.
Good point. That's a good point.
Yep.
You know what?
They probably put you in the pimento cheese. That's probably why it's so good. It's human pimento cheese. I just made that up. Please, Augusta, just don't listen. I still want to play one day.
What are you doing?
That you just implied that there's human in the
Could
pimento
be.
cheese.
It could be.
This may be one of the best would you rather we've ever had.
There's a lot of
just that
humans
one.
out there. That's why they're so cheap.
Look at what you've done. You've had me.
Egg salad. I mean, come on, guys. Think about it. Think about it. There's
Okay.
a bunch of jack.
Hey,
there's,
that's enough, Phil. That's
there's a
enough.
bunch of jack legs like y'all trying to go steal a flag off 13.
We're not stealing anything. We're
Hey,
gonna
we need a
go
new
in there,
batch
we're
of
gonna-
pimento cheese. Yep. Guy actually just ran in here last night. We're good to go.
I put him in the grinder.
Chop him up.
Oh man.
That's sick. That's
Not
disgusting.
really.
That's,
Not
that's
really.
way worse than mainlining drugs, which we were doing last episode. This show has,
No, we're not mainlining drugs. We're mainlining greens.
greens.
excuse me, we were mainlining multivitamins.
It's
Nah,
because
but check.
our gut health needs some immediate remedying. So you
If
just
you're gonna do that, you
mainline
should
it.
just be sitting on the toilet when you.
So
make
does our
love.
mental health needs to be
What a great that actually was probably the best one we've ever done. Borderline was aggressive. Like I hated y'all for a second for a couple of minutes. So that was good. That's a good scenario. Good job there, Nate. Happy Wednesday. Y'all have a great rest of the week. We'll see you on Friday. This show is brought to you by BetOnline, and this is the Dadbod Golf Pod.
always.
Rogan.